Hello students, I am Kamaljit Sharma, PGT Accountancy, teaching in Cambridge International School, the SUA. This lecture is prepared for the subject of Business Studies for Grade 11 Commerce. In chapter number 5, we will study the topics like state, the meaning of e-business, the process of online buying and selling, difference between e-business and traditional business, benefits of switching over to electronic mode, requirements to e-business, major security concern to e-business, and then BPOs, business process outsourcing, and the scope of BPOs and KPOs. Scope of e-business. It can be understood by the viewpoint of the parties involved in making transaction. First is B2B commerce. It is that business activity in which two firms or two business units make electronic transaction. For example, one can be producer firm and other be a supplier firm. Second one is B2C commerce, business to customers. In this, one party is a firm and other party is a customer. On one hand, a customer can seek information through internet about products, place orders, get some items and make payments. And on the other hand, the firm can make a survey anytime to know who is buying and can also know the satisfaction level of customers. In modern times, call centers can provide these information. Third one is intra-B commerce. Within business commerce, under it, the parties involved in the electronic transaction are two departments of same business. For example, through internet, it is possible for marketing department to interact constantly with the production department and get the customized goods made as per the requirement of the customers. Next is C2C customer, customer to customer commerce. Under it, both parties involved in electronic transactions are customers. It is required for the buying and selling of those goods which there are no established markets. For example, selling old car through internet. Then again, fifth is C2B commerce. That is, C2B commerce provide the consumer with the freedom of shopping at will. Customers can make use of call center to make toll-free calls to make queries and lodge complaints. Next is B2E commerce. Companies reporting to personal recruitment, interview and selection and training, etc. via B2E commerce. Now, the benefits of e-commerce business are comfort, convenience, flexible, cost effective, security. We'll study it in detail. Benefits of e-business. Number one is worldwide reach. Internet gives businessmen an extended market. New customers come in contact with them. This result in increase in sales. Elimination of middlemen. Ever since the e-business came into existence, the wholesalers and retailers have started disappearing. Now most of the producers have started direct contact with the customers. As a result, the consumer gets goods on less price. Third is easy distribution process. Many types of information and services be received on computer through e-business. This has simplified the system of distribution and has also made it less costly. Number four is lower investment required. In this, you don't require any big showroom or huge investment. You need only computer and internet. Fifth is easy to launch new product, and any company can launch its new product in the market through the medium of e-business. A complete information about the product is made available on internet. In this way, the consumer and other businessmen get information about the new product while sitting at home. Sixth one is movement towards paperless society. Use of internet has considerably reduced the dependence on paperwork. Resources required for successful e-business implementation are: number one is computer system, number two is internet connection, then preparing the web page and effective telecommunication system. Computer system. The presence of computer system is the first requirement of e-business. The computer can be linked with the internet by just pressing its keys. Number two is internet connection. Internet connection is very essential, and nowadays we can get this facility by sitting at home. Preparing web page. Then web page has the greatest importance in the use of e-business. It is also known as home page. Any product that is to be shown on internet is displayed on the web page. Next is effective telecommunication. E-business requires an effective telecommunication system in the form of telephone lines, etc. Now comes the online transactions. Online transaction means receiving information about goods, placing an order, receiving delivery, making payment through a medium of internet. Under this system, the sale purchase of every type of thing and information and service is possible. Then comes payment mechanism. Payment for purchases through online shopping may be done in the following ways. Number one is cash on delivery, COD. Cash payment on the can be made at the time of physical delivery of the goods. Then it is net banking transfer. The customer can make electronic transfer of funds, that is EFT, which is also called NEFT, National Electronic Transfer, that is NEFT, to account of online vendor over the internet. Then comes credit or debit cards. The customer can make payment for online transaction through debit or credit card by giving the number and name of the bank of the card. Next is security and safety of e-transactions. The following methods can be used to ensure security and safety of online transactions. Number one is confirming the details before the delivery of goods. The customer is required to furnish the details such as credit card number, card issuer, and card validity online. Next is antivirus programs. Installing and timely updating antivirus programs provides protection to data files, folders, and system from virus attacks. Then comes the cyber crime cells. Government may set up special crime cells to look into the cases of hacking and take necessary action against the hackers. Now comes the outsourcing or business process outsourcing, that is BPO. Many activities have to be performed for the successful conduct of businesses like production, buying, selling, advertising, etc. When the scale of business is small, the businessman used to perform these activities easily. However, with the enlargement of scale of business, this job has become tedious. Therefore, in order to overcome the difficulties connected with the performance of many activities and to get the benefit of specialization, these services are now obtained from outside the organization. This is called outsourcing services or BPO. Example of BPO is, if Reliance Industries wants to advertise its Vimal brand of clothing, it may appoint a mole advertising company to design, prepare, and realize advertisements on its behalf. Now, why there is a need for BPO? Why BPOs are required? BPO is essential for the following reason. Number one is obtaining good quality services. If a company attempts to perform all the activities itself, there is every possibility of quality of services being affected adversely. In order to avoid this difficulty, the need for obtaining services from outside is felt. Number two is avoiding fixed investment in services. If a company attempts to get these services from within the organization itself, it has to establish different departments for this purpose, which involves huge investment. Therefore, it appears justified to get services from outside the organization or at a little cost. Number three, smooth running of business. Outsourcing of services is needed in order to run the business smoothly. The attention of the businessman gets distracted from various small things and will be focused on main activity. Now, scope of BPO. In modern business, many outside services are used. Out of these services, the following are important ones. Number one is financial services. These services means those outside services which help the company in some way or the other in the management of finance. The next is advertising services. Advertisement is very necessary for increasing sales. If this service is obtained from outside agency, it will cost less and the quality of advertisement will also be good. Third is courier services. These services means delivering goods, documents, parcels from one company to customers and vice versa. Number four is customer support service. These services means delivering goods to the customers and to give after sale services also. Generally, the manufacturers of TV, fridge, AC, etc. use these services. In this session, we have discussed about marine insurance and health insurance. I hope this session would be beneficial for you. In the next session, we will continue our next topic. Till then, dear students, to stop the COVID 19, stay home. If you don't think about yourself, think about your loved ones. So stay home, please, but study regularly.